Hello, and good day to you. It's been a really long while. I've been here on YouTube. It's been a really long while. I've done a tutorial while I've been on vacation, and it was really needed. All right, so I say welcome back to myself once again, and I say thank you for joining me here on my channel. Please don't just forget to subscribe and leave a comment and like this video below. Alright, so today I'm going to be simply teaching you how to use the shape builder tool inside of uh, Illustrator. I'm going to be teaching you that. Oh, did I just say shape builder? I mean the Pathfinder module and the shape mode. I'm going to be teaching you how to use the shape mode inside of Illustrator. So if you understand your Euclidean laws for geometry or the geometric ratio, and you use this to build your logos, it will be very easy for you to get along with the shape mode. And if you still don't know, if you don't know, well, you don't have issues. This shape mode just makes it easier for you to uh, make use of your geometric ratio in creating beautiful shapes and combining shapes. All right, so let's just jump in and do less of talking. All right, so we are inside here, and the very first thing I'm going to do is just to pick two different shapes. So let me just pick a star. Go and pick a star, draw a star in here, and let me give it a feel uh, of let me just give it this maroon color, and then pick another shape. Let me pick this polygon, or okay, let me pick the ellipse and draw directly on top of it. So I'm on top of my star, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a different color from that of the star. Let me just try and give it this yellow. And okay, so we have these two basic shapes here. So the very first thing is to do is you make sure that you select the two shapes in order for you to apply, or for you to be able to use your shape mode. If you can't find your shape mode in this in your drawer here, all you have to do is come to window, and you see Pathfinder, and then make sure it has this check mark in front of it. All right, so since I have that, the very first thing I'm going to do is to pick this and say unite. What unite does is it brings the shape together to form one. So once we click that, see this little icon showing you that the shapes are going to be brought together to one. So once you click it, we have one shape. So now listen, for the unite, it has brought these two shapes together, and it filled it with one color of the two. And you might just ask yourself, why why isn't it filling in with this maroon and yellow instead? It is doing that because the yellow is in front of the star. If you bring the star forward uh, by going to object, arrange, and bring to front, and then you unite, it's going to fill it with the color of the object in front. So that's what the illustrator does. That's exactly what it does. All right, so the next one, let's move to the next one. Let's pick this, which is minus front. So what it's doing is it's going to remove the intersection between the front object and the back object. Is going to remove the front object from the back object. So it's going just simply going to remove the star from the circle. So how we're going to do, just like I said, uh, make sure the two objects are selected, and then you click on minus front. So once you minus front, it removes the star from the circle, and vice versa. If you have your circle in front of the star, exactly what it does again. So it's going to remove this circle from the star, and so we have something of this nature. All right, so the next thing to do is to have our uh, intersect. As the name implies, if you've done a lot of subset and sets in mathematics, you know that intersect means the where the two objects meet. So this is where they meet. This is the shape in between where they meet. So now you can always guess the color in which this intersect will be filled with. It will always be filled with the forefront object color. So once you click it, and you have that. So this is the intersect. We have a new shape, entirely different from what we had before. All right, so let's undo that. And then the next is says union exclude. What it does, according to this little icon, is that it is the direct opposite of the intersect. What it does is it deletes the intersection of your two objects and makes it transparent. It makes it a look through. It makes it a hole. So a hole, as in HOLE, a hole. All right, so this is how it goes. So once you click it, so we have that. So such that if you have let me say an object, so imagine this is your object. If you have it, you can, once you click this over it, you have it showing through. So let me bring this forward, arrange, bring to front. So you have this showing through. Why? Because this is really transparent. You can see through. It's a see-through object. All right, so just imagine you want to have intersection between this circle, and you have a very beautiful font. Maybe you're writing something like a big oh, sorry, excuse me. So maybe you're writing something like let me look for something. uh, uh, okay, uh, A. So I'm writing A in this format, and I just bring up the stroke, and then I decide to put my A in between here. So I really want the A to show, and to be a cut through. I want the A to be a cut through. So all you have to do is to, first of all, because this is an outline, and this is a shape. If you try to combine the two, they may not work the way you want them to work. It will work like an outline. It will only work on the outline because you have two different recognized objects. If you do this too, it's working on the outline, and I don't like that. If you do this to the same thing, if you do this to the same thing, so we have this outline combination thing. So in my next tutorial, I'm going to really go through this pathfinder, but for the purpose of this tutorial, we are using the shape mode. All right, so let's go back to what we wanted to do initially. All right, so what we wanted to do initially is to make sure this A cuts through this circle, and you notice that we can't do that because this A is more or less an outline, and this is an outline plus a stroke fill. And if you notice something, Illustrator is a little bit confused, doesn't know what fill you have, and but it knows that, okay, these two have the same outline. So this one has a black outline, this one has a black outline, but no fill. If you try to fill it, if you try to fill, it's going to fill in between, which is not supposed to be. That's not what we want. So exactly what we want is to turn this outline into a fill. And how do you do that? Come to Object, Expand Appearance, and then voila, you have this already turned into an outline, an object. Now that turned an object. So what we do next is select the two, and then you see now Illustrator is now confused. Now he doesn't know. It says I don't know what stroke color I'm going to define with these two shapes, because they have different stroke colors, and same as they have the, different fill colors. So the next thing to do is to come to your shape mode and say, okay, I want to cut through. So that will definitely be an exclude. So once you exclude it, you have that cut through. You have that cut through. You can also decide to unite to intersect. If you find the intersect, it's going to fill it with black, and that is the intersect. So it cuts out the circle out of it and leaves out the intersect. So then we have this for that's minus back. So it removes the back from the front. Minus front, sorry, removes the front object from the back object. And then we also have unite. That means it just makes everything one. Remember, I said that it fills the two objects when combined together with the color of the object in front. So since the A is in front and it's filled with black, that's why we have all black. So now I think I prefer it minus front to exclude. When you exclude it, I have this shape outside I don't want. So, but when you minus front, you have this really pretty A where it's transparent and you have what you want to have. So I think I've come to the end of this brief tutorial. Just encourage you to please like this video, share the video if you learned something from it and you want other people to learn from it. You can also leave a comment and like this video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Have a very nice day, and bye bye. Thank you very much.